Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's raining, it's pouring, and I was singing, it's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm singing that, but it is raining. Okay, it wasn't. Well, it has been, but it had stopped, but it's raining again. Okay, I want to go into a bit of it's a raining man, hallelujah. Okay, I can't see any men out there raining. But hey, let's do a Celtic cross. I want to see what the energy's like. Okay, situation, we've got two cards. Let's have a look at any blocks, challenges, whether it's the rain. The weather can affect so many people's plans. I'm not sure why. It's just the weather, isn't it? You can't let it stop you. But it can make people feel quite down and gloomy. Okay. Feels a very cleansing energy out there. There's a challenge. Let's have a look at what's gone on. Current situation. All I can see is destiny with two other cards, so I'm not sure what's going on here, but we've got destiny. Let's look into the future energy. All the cards feel unsettled. Okay, calm down. It's all good. The sun will come out again. That's a promise. What's going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of? How this person is viewing themselves. A couple of ways. How this is affecting other people within the environment, or how others are viewing the viewer. Let's look at any hopes or fears. And we're going to end on an outcome. Now the outcome card here, I don't know why I want to say this, but the outcome is, if the guidance is followed within this reading, that should be the desired outcome. It just depends what the reading says. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Temperance, finding that balance. Okay, balancing out the masculine, feminine energy. Finding your own balance within. Okay. Let's look at the situation. The Two of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So we have a very much, it's not really, I was going to say it was a feminine energy, but really when you have a look at her, it could be a masculine. So I feel that this is with the Temperance here, the masculine and feminine energy, learning to love both sides. Because we've got unconditional love here. It's about finding the love within, maybe the love that's been lost throughout your lifetime. I feel here this is this energy of being protected, of not allowing love in because of past previous hurts, and being closed off to love. But it's allowing this to flow, to love the feminine and masculine within you, and also to love your own growth and development and your point of understanding now. So let's have a look at the block, any challenges. The Five of Swords, well, this is about, okay, so I'm picking up on the feminine energy. This is about the feminines being deceived by masculine energies of the past. I don't want to say branding all men the same, but there's a bit of a deflation here with the divine feminine's energy, her needing to find her own balance, not relying on a masculine to care, cater and support her. Okay. What's gone on in the past? Page of Wands. Again, this is just feeling as if the divine feminine maybe is just used for the passion, for the beauty, for the sex, because this is a very passionate page who can kind of come in as a one-night stand. This is somebody who has a sexual desire, a sexual passion, and wants to relieve himself and release that. And I feel that this is what the divine feminines are now closed off to, being used as a kind of toy, being played for sex by the masculine's energy. So, okay, so in the current energy, we've got destiny, which I can see, and I felt like this was just the divine feminine's worth more than that. So the wheel will turn. Okay, there's destiny here. I feel here this is about masculines growing up. They've been doing their studying. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. It's about longevity, so not just wanting, you know, just sex. This is wanting a long-term future. This is about to turn for the divine feminines. This is coming in. I feel here as if the masculines are waking up, okay, and they are considering, analysing their past behaviours. So I feel like the masculines are pulling themselves up on this. This is a challenge, but they are changing behaviours of the past. Yeah. They are most definitely wanting something long-term as well, or the divine feminine knows that that's what she's waiting for, is longevity, is destiny. Her destiny. Okay, so this is very much about self-respect, self-worth, and not putting up with any future shit, because you can't do anything about the past, okay, apart from just heal from it and get over it and accept that the past is the past. But as you move forward, it's a completely different game, okay, because you're more aware. But there is this protection here. We've got the Queen of Swords moving into the future energy. This is just what I'm saying. It's about cutting out things that no longer serve. So taking no shit, wanting relationships to be truthful, open, honest communication. So the sword is there. It's ready to cut out anything that no longer serves. So I feel here as if the divine feminine most definitely, I don't want to say has learnt her lesson, but she's learnt this part of the ascension process, and that's self-respect. And to protect her space and her love, and to not give it away so easily in the future. What's going on behind the scenes? King of Swords. Yeah, so this is having the knock-on effect with it's making the masculines think. Especially if... this is a situation that I found myself in, is that you would have masculines come on to you, and you, first thing is kind of, do you have a partner? Are you married? Most of the time, yes, they are. And this is about, I want to say, the divine feminines being able to speak up, rather than just letting that kind of slip. I kind of, you know, I'll have a man crack onto me, knowing full well that he's in a relationship, and I would just turn around and say, you know, how's your wife? Like actually pulling masculines up on it, because at some point it has to stop. If they're in another relationship, then they should not be pursuing another feminine. Full stop. Hi Lily. I'm just going to pop her down. And I believe that this is the point where we're at, where myself as a feminine most definitely will pull a masculine up on it if he's in another relationship and he kind of comes on to me. I would get them to try and see it from both sides, as if, you know, how would you feel if your wife was doing that to you? And also, you know, they really need to go home and have a look at what's going on in the home life if they're interested in another feminine. So it's about speaking the truth, I want to say, within the future and moving forward. Like I said, things are done differently. You're not someone that can be kind of wooed and sexually enticed when there's no future. I was going to say promise, but there's no future of longevity, of long-term plans for this connection. It looks like it's just fun. And the divine feminine no longer requires that. And I feel that she's going to be putting masculines in their place now when it comes to it, because the divine feminine will receive a lot of attention from masculines who are not divine, but they are intoxified. What other word do I want to say? Mesmerised by her energy, and it's like they just want it, but they're not considering obviously what the repercussions of that will be. Okay, let's have a look how the divine feminine, I feel this is the divine feminine is viewing herself. Yeah, spiritual union. I don't want to say that they're keeping men hanging on. Men can hang on their own accord when it comes to the divine feminine. You can tell a masculine that you're not interested in him, and he will still pursue you. He will still try whatever he can to kind of, in a way, try to get you alone. I've had this many a times, masculines that want to get me alone when there's no kind of reason to. They'll ask to meet in a certain place, especially if it's anything to do with like business. And you're just kind of like, okay, I'm not too sure, but they're kind of like, they will try and get you alone, but once they're in your energy, they can't really touch you. What I found is insects normally come to them. I've sat before in front of a masculine who I knew, you know, very much wanted to take things further, and it was like all flies. All flies started coming and like landing on him, and he's just like standing there, kind of going, and I'm just kind of like in amusement, as if to say, "There's no way." So it's all kind of like gift of the gab, but when they're in front of the feminine, they can do nothing really regarding her power. She's most definitely in charge. So we have a very strong feminine, divine feminine energy who's not going to be taking any more shit from masculines. It's quite amusing really to see how divine really does protect the divine feminine. It's like you can get close but you can't get too close. Okay, so that's what I feel here. I feel that there's a lot of attention for the divine feminine. They're just not divine masculines as of yet. How this is affecting other people within the divine feminine's energy is divine's pulling them up on their sneakiness. It's like the divine feminine's role is to pull up masculines, like hence going forward. It's like their job is that they won't just let this slip when, you know, a masculine is behaving sneaky, deceitful. It's like they have authority to pull up the masculines on this now and put them in their place. Well, somebody needs to. And if it's not a divine masculine that's doing it, which really kind of needs to do that, it needs to be like the divine masculines who are, you know, telling the other masculines, no, this isn't how you do it. But we don't have masculines that are really doing that because they haven't healed from maybe themselves doing that. So it's like the feminines now have healed from past heartache. And I believe it's time to start to point out where that road will lead if pursued. Hopes or fears. A lot of masculines are not really too happy about that. But then maybe they haven't been dealing with divine feminines. It's a different class of woman. Most definitely is. Look at the outcome here. The divine feminine keeping her independence, okay, not giving that away easily. Why would you want to? When you've taken so much crap in the past to be able to get to this stage, why would you backtrack? Why would you undo all that heartache, progression, ascension, healing that the divine feminine's been through? Why would you just disregard all of that to then go back into past behaviours, and maybe just because you're feeling alone? It doesn't really work like that now. The divine feminine, I believe, will be happier alone than to be with someone and feel alone or feel used. Wow, what a reading. Weren't expecting that to come out. Okay, so we're going to clarify. Lily? Okay, you're wet. Can you go down for a little bit? No, she's saying. Let's clarify this. So the Two of Swords with unconditional love. This is a protection here for the Divine Feminine from these type of characters. The sneaky ones. The ones that think that they can get away with it. Okay. So let's look at the Two of Swords with the Ace of Cups. This is the Grand Lux Tarot. Okay, let's get a passion has been ignited. Look at this fiery passion here. Passion with unconditional love. And that's what the feminine is looking for. It's the unconditional love part. The passion, okay, that's easily ignited. But to for the penny to drop, that it's about love, it's something deeper than that. The Divine Feminine here is very much protecting her space. Let's look at this Five of Swords. With men needing to surrender to, for one, their sneaky behaviour of the past. It's about putting a stop to it. Like I said, you can't really change the past, but you can most definitely change how you move forward. The Sun. I just love how it was like the sun, which is, I meant as in like son or daughter. So is their behaviour positive? Energy of the past is a Page of Wands. Page of Wands with the Ace of Coins. That's the abundance that the universe delivers you. And we have a masculine here who is at the end of the road. He's trapped. So clarifying this is passion has got him nowhere. Hasn't got him any abundance. It was missing the love. It was missing the unconditional love. And now the masculine here is bound. And he's, I was going to say judgment, but he's judging himself. So he's quite ashamed here of his past behaviours. He's blocked himself off from his own abundance. He may have felt like he was very abundant because maybe he could entice the girls, but I'm not sure if we're talking about the Divine Masculine here or if we're just talking about masculines in general. We've got the King of Cups, so we're just talking about masculines in general. A Divine Masculine will be one that's balanced within the passion, the unconditional love, plus wanting longevity. That's a Divine Masculine now. So the King of Cups here, the King of Love. It's finding the balance, especially with Temperance here. Destiny, current energy. So I want to say the Divine Masculine. Okay, I've said the Divine Masculine is looking at past behaviours. That will needs to turn. Things need to change. There's a realisation here that you can actually have it all. But coming into the future energy, we've got the Queen of Swords speaking the truth here, cutting out things that no longer serve her. Knight of Wands. Yeah, no kind of one night stands. No one just rushing in, rushing back out again, and you don't see the light of day of them. Is that the right way? Light of day. So this, if you don't see the light of day, then it just means this is kind of like sexual encounters that just happen, it's not out in the open. There's a stop there to that. Via the divine feminines, it's like she halts it straight away. It's like, I don't think so. So we've got the King of Swords here. What's going on behind the scenes? What divine has got their hands on? Well, we've seen the Magician here, which will be divinely directed, and I feel as if this is a big wake-up call for the divine masculines to go within, have a real good think about their actions. Maybe they need to drop their sword. The Hierophant. So very much, this is like the divine father speaking to the divine masculine, telling him to check out his ways, especially the ways of the past. That there does look like the Four of Wands, the commitment. It's a card of marriage, okay, but this is about the truth. In what marriage means. That will come in very well. The truth in what marriage means. So we have the Two of Cups here. This is how the viewer is viewing themselves, okay? The Two of Cups, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel here there's a masculine not really getting anywhere. He's waiting for the harvest. This could be the divine masculine's had the wake-up call and he's just waiting for reconciliation with the divine feminine. Let's pull a card. With the Queen of Cups. So this masculine is very much longing for a Queen of Cups, as all masculines are. But do they know what goes with that? How do you nurture and care and protect this type of love from the Queen of Cups? What's going on? I want to say maybe within the divine feminine's energy, and that is a lot of sneakiness that's been put right. Which is going to be tough for the masculines to hear, because they are going to have to go away and process that, especially if that's come out of the mouth of a divine feminine who they will respect. But this is like masculines finding out what women want. It's like the penny drops. That's the Ten of Pentacles. We have it here in the current energy. So I feel either the divine feminine speaks up, or divine is making it very aware to the divine masculine about what love is, what marriage is, what sneaky behaviour is, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Knight of Cups. Doing things differently, because here looks like the horse goes charging him with his wand. Okay, again, we've got him here. The Page and the Knight of Wands can just be about, you know, actually just wanting sex. They are cards of passion. But in the long run, is it fulfilling? King of Wands and the Star. So he does want it all. He wants all of his dreams to come true. I'm just not sure he knows how to go about that. First of all, it needs to be clearing through past behaviour. Maybe mistreating women. I don't mean like kind of unconsciously. I want to say unconsciously mistreating women. And not really understanding the kind of knock-on effect that has for a feminine. We can see that kind of, we can call it a wedding band on his finger here. I don't know why I've put the Page over there. Let's have a look at the Knight. It's like he can't find his satisfaction. And then we have a divine feminine here who is single. Okay. Communications coming in for the divine feminine. Things happen quickly. Okay, so when you're knowing what you want, it can be delivered. So here's the divine feminine here, knowing exactly what she's wanting, and it looks like it's coming to her fast, like it's the right counterpart. Destiny's here, the wheel's about to turn. So there's definitely a King of Cups coming in, wanting long term. The 10 with the 9, they're going to be providing that that other penny to make the 10 of Pentacles. Things going to be happening for the divine feminine when she's clear on what she will accept and what she won't accept in a relationship, and what commitment and marriage means to her. This is all that it feels like, really. Regardless what the divine masculine's doing, or any other divine masculines, whatever they're doing, if they don't come correct, they don't get to come at all. They're sent away. Okay? There's no sexual activity going on here. Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck. Need to be single, independent, having this love of life and understanding what love is with the 9 of Cups here. Okay, he's we had this come up a couple of days ago when I last done a reading, and it was like he was in love with life. So we have a divine masculine here, because this would be a divine masculine. He's at the same point as the divine feminine here. The 9 of Pentacles means that the divine feminine, or feminine energy, has managed to find her own security within herself, be able to support herself. Financially, physically, emotionally. The divine masculine here is working on the love side of things. So he's balanced in his emotions. He's understanding what love is and how to respect and treat a divine feminine. So it's quite good to see these, because it does look like either the divine masculine needs to find balance, or anyone who's wanting a commitment with a feminine is either needing to find the balance, or it's already here and it's time for reconciliation. But this all comes down to, it's the intentions of the divine feminine. Once she's aware of what she's requiring from a relationship, it comes in. Okay. With the right counterpart, not somebody who's going to play her. She can't be played. Okay. I've got the energy oracle cards here. Oh, I'm gonna clarify them. Okay, let's do it. Unconditional love, passion's being ignited. So they're both offers from the universe. And then we have the, let's say, the divine feminine here, protecting her energy. This is what she accepts. Otherwise, looks like they're sent on their way. So let's have a look at the 2 of Swords. 2nd chakra, Archangel Ariel. Okay, so this is most definitely about passion. It's the sacral chakra. I'm going to read it though. 36. Intimacy and creativity. The 2nd chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy, promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way soon. Doesn't say that. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. So it's definitely coming in. I giggled here because it said about having more greater comfort with intimacy, and a feminine, a divine feminine, will be able to satisfy her own sexual needs without seeking another partner. So it's not like we need a man to do that for us. We can do that ourselves. It doesn't replace the real thing, but it's better than going out there and having sex with the wrong person, especially when it comes to exchanging sexual energies. When you become divine, a divine being, you understand the importance of sharing your sexual energy and how you can take on the baggage of anyone that you interact with energetically, their energetic baggage. So it's really important that you are kind of pure and you respect yourself and your body. But I like the way it says, so nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. So it's coming in, but the divine feminine here is protecting herself. So let's have a look at this Five of Swords with, the Sun. Is this positive behaviour? This is a challenge. It's sifting through the sneaky ones. There you go. A broken heart. I want to say the divine feminines are not really wanting to go down that road of having their heart broken or allowing their heart to be broken again, due to their own judgment, naivety. So grief and loss. This card shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. The hurt may be from long ago, or it may be a pain from a more recent event. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so rightly deserve. Letting go of past behaviour from other masculines. And healing from that, accepting the fact that you allowed yourself to be used that way. Start taking responsibility, but then vowing never to allow that to happen again. So let's have a look at the past energy. So we have passionate masculine here. It's not really getting anywhere with the Ten of Swords, so that's the end of the road. This behaviour has to change, most definitely, if he wants the abundance, the prosperity that comes in. I just don't feel Divine's going to deliver under this type of energy. Let's see what energy card wants to say about that. Magician in the Mirror. There is another one that wants to come out. I'll take it. Let's look at the Magician in the Mirror. 53. Knowing and using your true power. This card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the Magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action, and in his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin, the power of spirit and clarity of thought, and the flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. We're seeing as the yin is the divine feminine and the yang is the divine masculine. Okay, we've got the water here with the King of Cups turning up in the present energy, but this is about passion. The masculine, the yang energy. So the water is the energy of yin, the power of spirit and clarity of thought, and the flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. Together, they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. When you receive the magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. An important and powerful time is at hand. I just felt like the Divine Masculine is just going to have to just relieve themselves, I believe. That sexual tension, frustration. Just as I just spoke about how the Divine Feminine can do that without needing to seek another. Sorry, it's the hand. The word of the hand. The word of the hand. Okay, let's just carry on. When you receive the magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mist of the future will clear into brilliant reality. So direct your destiny, which is where we're coming now. That's very much directing your destiny, isn't it? The Destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Pentacles, longevity, and then the Knight of Pentacles, taken a long time to get here, but it's like the penny drops, and he understands that it has to be a secure offer that he comes to with the Divine Feminine. Healer of the Ages. Yeah, it's time to heal this template. It's time to kind of do our part in putting a stop to this type of behaviour, this deceitful behaviour that goes on. Quite widespread as well. Hence why a lot of people are in very unhappy marriages that lack trust. Let's just leave it there, that lack trust. Healer of the Ages, health and vitality. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalise your life force. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. And I feel it's learning how to balance out this sexual drive, this sexual energy, this desire of the masculines. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. It's a divine healing, it's a collective healing. Let's look into this future energy. Picked up here with the Divine Feminine speaking the truth to masculines who are maybe trying their luck with the Divine Feminine. And they may be a bit shocked because they may not have come across somebody that would pull them up on behaviour that isn't beneficial. As tempting as it may be, not beneficial in the long run. But it does take for you to go through that to be able to realise that and then cut out things. Like I said, when you're kind of on this spiritual journey and you've been through all the healing and heartache, that was needed to get you to where you are now, you don't kind of screw that up. The world. The fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Okay. The Archangel of Healing again. So we've got Healer of the Ages, but let's have a look at the World card with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Expansion and opening up. So I feel this is about speaking the truth here. Expanding the consciousness. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay above a beautiful sphere of the earth, above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. Okay. The world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. I feel this is just sending away people that, you know, are going to kind of get in the way of that. Filthy thoughts are coming through, especially when they gobble. Come on. So let's have a look at this healing here. We're definitely healing something as a collective. Love, compassion and self-acceptance. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart centre. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart centre will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. Okay. Where did this card come from? There's a card here just on its own. A man holding a coin. I'm going to take that as being what's going on behind the scenes. I'm not sure where he came from. He like appeared. Okay. So a malconnection in money, health or value. So this is what's going on behind the scenes. And I said that this is about actually contemplating what marriage is, what commitment does mean, what is prosperity to you, love, passion. It's about a blending. Having all components, having it all. How do you get to having it all? So we have a malconnection in money, health or value. This card shows a man sitting in a lushly flowering field holding a large bright coin. For men, this could indicate an aspect of yourself and a readiness to further your goals and receive increased health, money or value in your life. Greater success is on its way when you take control of your own finances and act. This card upright could also reveal the assistance of a financial advisor or healer whom you already know or are soon to meet. This man is helpful and may bring sage advice concerning the action you need to take next. Be open to this person showing up with support, but always turn to your own intuitive guidance to weigh the information you receive. This could also signify a new love interest with a wealthy man or a man from work. I feel here, seeing as this is going on behind the scenes, I spoke about how it would be easier when the divine masculines can pull up masculines on their behaviours, okay? But they need to really have some evidence that they've done that themselves and to show kind of like they need to be partnered up with a divine feminine to really be able to advise a masculine on love and how to achieve great love. Divine love, and this here I believe is the divine getting the divine masculines ready for that mission. That's their purpose. It's their purpose to kind of put other men straight regarding their actions. But at the moment, it feels as if the divine feminine will be doing that. But that's to protect her own divineness. How they're viewing themselves with the Queen of Cups. This is kind of like figuring out the pieces on how to get there yourself. So definitely a masculine energy here. As you can see, he's like longingly wondering how you reach this state of unconditional love, of acceptance, giving and receiving of this cup of love with a divine feminine, a Queen of Cups. Cornucopia. How do you get it? How do you get to the abundance? And this is what the masculine is wondering. Card number 11. He could be wandering, kind of trying to find this, but it's kind of like he's got to keep it zipped in his pants, really, if he's ever wanting to find this type of love, this type of commitment. So we've got card number 11, but that's kind of half of the 11-11, isn't it? I feel the divine feminine here is in her abundance. This is about wishes fulfilled. With a Queen of Cups. An abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you, and you may even find all of your wishes fulfilled. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you've done important work and it's about to pay off. The seeds you've planted in your energy and in your life are ready to be harvested in some significant ways. Get ready, for a great feast of abundant value is being prepared for you now, and Spirit is applauding all of your effort. If you put the effort in to change, you will be rewarded. You will see a return. And it's coming in for the divine feminines. We have been touching on this for a while, where the abundance is coming in for the divine feminines. And I want to say the divine feminine is no fool. She knows when to go for it and when not to. What's abundant and what isn't. But we have the masculine here with the divine dealing with the masculines, helping them with that penny dropping. It's kind of like the last coin there to get to the 10 of coins, which is the abundance. The door to romance. They're being shown the door to romance. I was going to say here with that's love, sex, passion, and the last thing really missing is the romance, and they are the three things that a masculine needs to blend, okay, to have all in place for him to actually be a genius, for him to be abundant. I'm a study of Napoleon Hill, and it's in, I believe it's the chapter on sex transmutation in Think and Grow Rich. And he speaks about this, about the blending of you need love, sex and romance to be able to create a genius within a masculine. So I did think this earlier, but I thought I can't really kind of put in the romance. It wasn't there. I just had kind of like the love and the sex like staring at me, and here comes the romance. So it's the blending of the three. That's the key. And that's what's being shown to the divine masculine here. Love, sex and romance is the blend that you're looking for, that we're all looking for. So let's read the door to romance, 33, especially as that's Christ consciousness number 33. New beginnings in love. Whether you're looking for a new relationship or just more love in the relationship you're in, this door with a heart opens onto a new beginning in your experience. A new love may be arriving, and you are being brought together by a strong resonant connection. This may be a call from a past life, or it may be a new tenderness about to bloom into heartfelt affection. This relationship already exists in energetic potential. So when this card appears in your spread, make sure you are projecting the kind of self-loving energy that you want to receive from others. Be aware that the universe returns your self-caring treatment to you. It's ready to open that door. Oh, it's ready to open that door. Are you? That's what's missing. Romance. The door to romance. The blending. Temperance. For an independent divine masculine here. I feel here it's about the divine masculine. If he's claimed his independence, it's about not getting it wrong in the future. It's like learn the lesson. Let's have a look at this Knight of Wands. Hopes or fears. The cornucopia was about wishes fulfilled, and that's the star card there. So this King of Wands is learning the lesson of how all your wishes can come true. The third chakra. Okay, so this is the willpower. This is what will give you movement, that nudge in the right direction. Emotions of desire and life force energy. The powerful Archangel Shamal is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the centre of your life force energy. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. When this card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. This is a great time to move towards the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. Have focused in a purposeful manner. This card's calling you to direct your energy in a focused and purposeful manner. Okay. It's like wanting the real deal here, going after the real deal. And then we have communication coming in for the divine feminine. There's another way to kind of say that. The Eight of Swords is about communication, moving, just things are moving now. And it's kind of like right in front of you. Those wands are really kind of aiming directly for the divine feminine. Okay, let's get finished up. The door to personal healing and happiness. I felt here as if the divine feminine was kind of the light here in the middle. It's just the masculine is zooming in on that now, on the door to personal healing and happiness. Finding the real deal. That's what we call this video. And it feels like for both. But it does feel here as if the divine feminine is already kind of here. She's arrived at this state. It's just the masculine kind of the realisation for the divine masculine. So 34, new beginnings in your personal life. So divine feminines, it is coming in. Because you're knowing what you're wanting, regardless of the masculine knowing what he's wanting. You know what you want. You reach this state of independence, of becoming whole again on your own. And the next thing really is, because you're whole again on your own, is the oversoul. So just having someone to kind of to live out this legacy with. Okay. New beginnings in your personal life. This card is a harbinger of positive change. The beautiful light-filled door opens into a lush rainbow-lit spring filled with vibrant lotus flowers. Whether you're working on some inner healing, such as breaking an addiction, or looking to make some external changes, such as finding a new place to live, this card signals that your life is opening up and new opportunities are about to appear. The changes you've been working on are ready to blossom with wonderful results, so make sure you see your personal intentions through with continued action and optimistic expectations. For the Divine Feminine, of course, there's somebody out there that's going to respect you and is going to be perfect for you, and you're going to be perfect for them. And that's what you have to keep, that positive expectations. You're knowing what you're wanting, you're knowing that you deserve that and you're worth that, and in it comes. Let's look at the bottom, the garden and the gate. I feel here this is not about kind of waiting around, just knowing that the right one will be delivered to you and that you're kind of not allowed to wait for it. A Divine Feminine doesn't wait. For something that's not proving to be divine or respectful. Okay, so let's read this. Abundant prosperity, staying safe. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with colourful flowers all around. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked, while the girl wears a key on a chain around her neck. This card upright bodes well for the financial scene. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time, but be aware. The choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or a fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path or from living your truth. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gates. I would say this is about the feminines not actually having a fear of masculines. You will be approached. You can't hide from masculines kind of wanting to want more with a divine feminine. It's like, don't keep yourself trapped inside that garden gate in the fear of, I don't know, being hit on or feeling that, you know, it's kind of like judging a book by its cover. What else did I want to say with that? I'll tell you what was coming through was judge a book by its cover, judge the look by the lover. What song is this? Lessons in Love, is it? Maybe not. I'm not sure. Who sang this? I can't even get a tune going together. Judge a book by the cover, judge the look by the lover. I'm not sure. Anyway. It said here, while it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path or from living your truth. And I believe we're here to share the message. The message isn't going to get out there if divine feminines are keeping themselves kind of locked up and not dealing with situations as they occur. It's like putting the world to right. Okay. Just as it kind of comes up, I don't feel that we need to be going out there really. I'm not sure where the divine feminines are going to be taking that. Like, I feel it's the divine masculines' role really to be able to pull up other masculines, but they need to be that example first. So it looks like the divine feminine is at that point to be the example, to lead by example, by not allowing this behaviour to transpire. But, okay, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards. We're going to get some oracles of shadows and light. I've been on for quite a while just with that bit. An hour just with the Celtic cross. Okay, we're going to get this wrapped up. Let's not go too much into the oracles today. But it'd be interesting to see what they come up with. Okay, we'll take that one. Fairy of the green world, the natural world needs you. 44. I believe it might be the last, not second to last card. It's the witch at the end of the world, but we're on the fairy of the green world. The natural world needs you. About the fairy of the green world. This little green fairy signifies and embodies the life force of the green world. She is seen tending to plants that are drooping, too moist or too dry. She is like a nurse or healer assigned to the plant realm, great forests and small personal gardens alike. She is joyful every time someone gives energy to this realm. Every little bit helps nurture the plants, which are very tired. Fewer and fewer plants and trees and forests are expected to provide more and more life-giving oxygen for animals, elements and we humans. Sometimes she becomes overwhelmed with all we humans have done to the green world, so she may be about to ask for your help. When you give her your help, blessings are returned to you threefold. The fairy of the green world speaks. The green world is changing and I'm asking for your help. The world needs you to tend the green things in it in some way right now, and it is your time to make a contribution. Time to plant a garden, assist another with theirs, or share some food, flowers or herbs from your own. Develop your connection to solar energy, find your own water source and depend less on supermarkets, ATMs and electricity. Learn to live with her, the soul of the green world. By providing the world with this beautiful example, you are nourishing and nurturing our mother, the earth, who feels so tired some days. Find a forest or a grove of trees or a fairy ring of mushrooms, somewhere that speaks to your soul, and sit with her a while. When she breathes her messages through the leaves and whispers the words of wisdom into your ears, you will know the right place and time to devote this sacred donation of time and energy. I thank you in advance. The fairies will be sure to help you in return. So the divination message: take time to grow plants or tend a vegetable patch or a herb garden. Look into contributing some money or time or devotion to a cause for the green world. The natural forests and the wide green spaces of the planet need your healing, kind and tending hand and heart. Your influence will have great power. Make a donation to a wildlife foundation for the green world. Look into establishing a grove or visiting a forest, and offer your energetic support and prayers for a world where green spaces thrive and where the wild creatures of the green woods continue to live in their own environment. See and visualise a world where green things grow, and the fairy of the green world will know that nature is safe, while there are ones such as you in this world. It is a time for growth, for abundance, for the earth element to find its way true and strong in your beautiful life. Eat organic food, go raw, detox, find a water source and cleanse it. Be more self-sustaining and step away from the unnatural system and join with the natural energies of the planet and the galaxy. We've been talking about eating raw, being healthy, and I feel this is really for the divine feminines. It's like the internal work is, I don't want to say it's done, okay, but the internal work has taken place enough for now to work on our physical, our actual bodies, taking care of us, respecting our bodies. And with the green world here, I just felt it was Archangel and Raphael just shining through with this, the heart chakra. That's what I felt. And it come up with the world, look. It's about caring and nurturing and loving our world and our habitat. Just very nurturing here. So very connected. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have to go because I need a wee-wee. I need to go to the toilet. Okay, let's get a Sacred Destiny card. And then we're going to get an Angels of Light. And we're going to end on... No, we're not going to end on this. We're going to end on a Journey of Love. But let's get a... let me just find the Journey of Love cards. We can get them all out. And then we can get this done. And I can get off. Okay. Let's start with a Sacred Destiny. Oh, it looks like this. Well, it doesn't really, but it does in my eye. But it hasn't got land underneath like this one does with the Divine Feminine. It's got kind of water, which will come in with the Divine Masculine here. Especially as we're looking at the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Water. Okay. Opportunity. Moon through pine trees. An occasional owl hoot and the song of a solo coyote punctuate the stillness in the forest as a traveller walks through the pines. Light from a waning moon filters down through the canopy of needles and cascades across the forest floor. Sometimes the trees obscure the moon, but sometimes its illumination clearly shows the path ahead. Pines are one of the most ancient plant genera on the planet. They have existed nearly 3 times longer than all flowering plant species. Because most pines stay green all winter, they traditionally represent longevity, immortality, fertility, health and abundance. The moon and her gossamer glow represents the feminine and receptive side of life. Just as the moon receives and reflects the light of the sun, symbolically the moon represents receiving the goodness of the universe flowing to you. Okay, so the sacred landscape wants you to know. Gifts from the universe are ready to cascade into your life. Abundance, health, longevity, vitality, and joy are flowing to you gently and easily in the days ahead. There may be times when the goodness of life feels like it is ebbing and flowing, rather than being a steady stream of fulfillment. This is similar to the moon peeking through the pine trees for a moment or two. But as you stay open and receptive, physical and emotional gifts will come into your life. Instead of bemoaning the fact that there isn't a steady and constant stream of gift and joy, I've kind of swapped them around, okay. Instead of bemoaning the fact that there isn't a steady and constant stream of joy and gifts from the universe, accept whatever you receive in a spirit of gratitude and your bounty will increase tenfold. This is universal law. Spoke about the feminine energy there. Okay. And also spoke about the sun. Let's get this done because I need to get off. Angels of Light cards. Forgiveness. So it's definitely about forgiving yourself for past actions and what you've allowed. If it's how you've allowed yourself to behave, to respond. Okay, so forgiveness. Angel wisdom reminds you that challenging people and situations are sent to you as your most important teachers. Without them, your soul would not grow. Your guidance is to let go of the hurt, resentment, and anger of the past. When you forgive others and yourself, your karma is rubbed out of your soul records. You will enjoy love in your heart and lightness of spirit. Ask the angels to help you dissolve your hurt, anger, and guilt. They will take your burdens from you. When you love unconditionally, there is nothing to forgive. Love is forgiving, so open your heart and give love. Affirmation, I forgive myself and others. I am free. Yeah, okay. Let's end on this journey of love. want to get a drink. Let's go for some blueberry water. I've got the blueberries in there though. The ancient ones. With the underlying, it's not the underlying energy, okay, it's what's going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of, is the Hierophant with the King of Swords and the man holding a coin. And we've got communication here from the ancient ones getting to the divine masculine regarding this penny dropping towards a door to romance. This is guidance here for the masculines. It's like the feminines are guiding via speaking the truth and living the truth, their truth, and the masculines are receiving that truth another way, if it's not directly from a divine feminine. So let's have a look at this ancient ones. The ancient ones. Your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. Do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged, understood or appreciated by those around you in the physical world as yet. Though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by time and space, and they cannot see into the very real gains that you have made in the subtle worlds where all true spiritual growth begins. So the ancient ones reach out to you and bring this message. We see you, beloved. We honour your growth. It is real, it is palpable, and soon it will manifest fully in the physical world with breathtaking beauty. We honour your light. Namaste. This oracle brings guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you are still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world what you have become within. And you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationship too. Okay. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, what did I say about the sunshine coming back out? Okay. Here's wishing you some sunshine the day after the rain. Here's a hug of understanding when life seems filled with pain. Here's knowing that emotion, like wind, blows many ways, and our course will seem more certain with the dawn of each new day. I love it. I can never end there though. An affirmator. If you judge a book by its cover, then you judge the look by the lover. Duran Duran? That's the look the look of love. I think that's the song that wants to come out. Is it Duran Duran or Spandau Ballet? I think it's Spandau Ballet. Look of love. Okay. Lessons in love. I was going more level 42. Okay. Don't know where UB40 is coming into this now. Okay, off of the songs. I got there in the end. Spandau Ballet. The look of love. There's a card. Ideal partnership. Perfect. I am a rare and precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I am paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, what I'm looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now. I don't say I've got to get a Rumi card because I've really got to go to the toilet. Okay, we'll get a Rumi card. We're going to have to paraphrase Rumi. Let's do it. I can hold on. It's good. Let's work on tightening them pelvic floor muscles. Okay. And squeeze. Let's just get this message out, okay? Oh, jeez. Okay, Rumi, let's do it. Ideal partnership. That's an awesome card to get. The courage of your love. 38. Okay, let's do this. Love is without reason. Rationality is like a cane. Judgment needs a cane because it is blind. When love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. Love is the sunrise, while the thought is only a flashing light. I do not bleat at you like a sheep, for to startle you from your slumber, I need to roar like a lion. You must awake, my beloved. There is no time to waste, for the wolves are circling, hungry for sacred flesh. So I shall roar mightily, and although at first you recoil in fear, soon enough you will see the wolves. You become aware and grateful to have been thus awoken. Ah yes, you remember that you have a precious human life to protect. You fear me no more. You thank me. You jump on my back as if you were a warrior astride a wild mount. You roar then, along with me, awakening the others, as we cause the ground to rumble, disturbing those even in their deepest slumber. You, like me, are a fierce lion, not a lamb to be led to so many slaughters, the variety and opportunity for which is available in terrible abundance in our world. Confirmation there was someone beeping out the front where there's no cars that even can have access to out the front there, so I'm not sure where that beeping comes from. Okay, there is a Sufi story about a mother with her breast leaking milk. She loses her child, and once she finds him again, instantly lets him suckle for as long as he needs. A Sufi master nearby says to his students, "Do you think she would throw her baby into the fire?" And the students all say, "No, of course not." And the master replies, "Allah loves his children more than she, with enough tenderness to throw them into the fire." So it is with love. At first, as a young heart, you want only comfort for your beloved. You cannot bear the thought of pain within them, even for a moment. Your own suffering is easier than bearing the suffering of your beloved. That heart, that young heart, grows wise through experience. It becomes an elder, an ancient heart tempered by grace and rendered strong with compassion. This is the great heart that can hold the suffering of the world within it, and yet still find space for peace, for sweetness, for tenderness, and for rapture. This is the heart that shines with courageous love. It is willing to feel and bear all suffering without judgment, whilst gently holding it in the truth of what that suffering really is, the drying out of the mind addicted to suffering. This drying out is necessary so that love can ignite itself and transform dead wood into living fire. The drying out is a challenging and enduring process. The path of freeing the heart from the effects of a fearful mind is an initiation into great power. So many lapses will happen before the heart grows strong enough to overpower old patterns and surrender without condition or equivocation. When it is ready to surrender in such a way, the heart is free and allowed to simply be. Even the mind then, finally freed from shackles and joyfully submitting to love, declares, "Let love be, in whatever way it shall be. I can bear it. I shall take refuge in it. I shall not turn away from it. I am that love." You are an ancient one with the heart older than the mountains. You are being asked to free yourself from the too small loves of the youthful heart and come to understand and accept the wisdom of your mature heart. Your mature heart is not cursed with hardness or detachment, but with compassion and tenacious devotion to the cause that is most real and matters most, the quest for life of the human soul. Your ancient heart loves the soul and will roar like a lion of love at the wolves that will casually devour it. So trust in the courage of your heart. You are not cruel, you are not hard, you are not careless. You are passion personified. You are the lion of love. So allow yourself to be the lion, not the lamb. Stand true in your own heart. Cause trouble, make noise, be proud and be mighty. Then rest. After all that savage divinity, rest and restore, for day after day you shall claim your holy lands and refuse to give them up to less noble creatures. Though you survey their manipulations and attempts to claim power with compassion, you do not underestimate them or relax your vigilance. You shall not allow for even a moment that falsehood be accepted as truth in your heart. This oracle comes with particular guidance for you. You are not to give in to less than you are worth, or to the shaming stories of others of our culture that will cast your regal lion nature into the falsehood of beliefs that you have no choice or power. You are not to give in to the idea that you are a victim and cannot free yourself from your suffering, or that you are less than any other. These are lies. These are petty deceptions so unworthy of you. Do not believe them. Roar at them until the weak glue holding them together melts under the fire of your holy breath, and they lie dismembered and powerless at your feet. Then intend that those bits and pieces in decay are lovingly returned to the Earth Mother, through whom they can be used to fertilise new life. This oracle comes with another message for you. You have a challenge before you, or that you are now moving through, but you have what is necessary to succeed and overcome it. No matter how long it has endured or how big you have built that challenge up to be in your mind, no matter how unsolvable the issue appears to be, there is and shall be a victory beyond it, and it is imminent. This oracle has come to you to let you know you are empowered to succeed. You have what is required within to do it, and that the time for your victory is drawing near. So do not give up. Instead, do the sacred honouring ritual as needed, and when you feel so inclined, open your mouth and roar love from the very depths of your being. Create a sound of truth for yourself. In that sound you will hear the mightiest one of all roaring along with you, saying, "Yes, love, I am with you," and together we claim divine victory. So we roar, how we roar. Okay, here's a sacred honouring ritual. Say aloud, "I call on Rumi, Lion of Love, and my own wise higher self. I now choose to assert the dignity of my soul and the power of my heart. I release all lesser bonds based in fear and deception. I no longer need to hold on to these. I am ready for truth, and with unconditional love, I am supported, protected, and guided on my path to victory, held in guardianship by the unending power of love. So be it." If you feel the need to get down on all fours and roar a bit, do it with relish. Then you have finished your honouring ritual. And I have finished this reading. Okay, guys, interesting reading, a bit different. Okay, a bit of a different story going on here. I will catch up with you soon, but until then, much love. Take care for now.